For those who are unfamiliar with end-of-life planning, some things can seem a little confusing. This can ring true for the terminology that's used among funeral directors, cemeteries, and memorial stonemasons, with some words often being used interchangeably. An example of this can occur when someone is buying a memorial headstone for the first time, as they may begin to wonder whether they should be shopping for a headstone, gravestone, tombstone, or all three rolled into one. People even wonder the same when simply strolling through a cemetery or church graveyard. It may seem a childlike question, but it's a very valid one. What is the difference between a headstone and a gravestone? Or the difference between a gravestone and a tombstone? In many instances, people use these three terms as interchangeable synonyms, but are there any differences between each one? Well, let's take a closer look at the origin of each term and see if we can understand if there are times when one term might be more preferable to use over the others. What are the differences between a headstone, gravestone, and tombstone? In today's world, people tend to use headstone, gravestone, and tombstone as meaning one and the same. Language has evolved, but in years past, these words weren't used the same way people typically use them today. In fact, each of the three terms were used to describe three different things. So, on to the origins of each term. Origins of the word. Gravestone. Let's start with the term gravestone. The word gravestone dates back to the 12th, 13th centuries, with popular use of the term taking place between the years 1175 and 1225. During this time, when someone mentioned a gravestone, they would be referring to a large stone slab that would lay over the top of a grave. This large gravestone may have been engraved with a name, date, or words. As it was a large stone slab that would lay horizontally over the top of the grave plot, it didn't resemble the vertical grave markers that we know today. Origins of the word. Tombstone. The term tombstone is the latest of the three to reach the English language, with its first use being around 1560. Tombstone has Greek origin, with the Greek word timbos, meaning burial mound, and the Greek word stia, meaning pebble. From here, timbos evolved into tomb, while stia evolved into stone. During this period of time, coffins themselves were often made out of stone material, and the term tombstone originally described the lid of the stone coffin. Origins of the word. Headstone. Around 1400, the term headstone came into existence. It was originally used as a synonym for cornerstone, which is a ceremonial stone that sits at the corner of a building joining two exterior walls together. This stone is usually inscribed with the start and end dates for the building construction, along with the names of architects and the owner, as well as any other relevant information that relates to the building. Today, cornerstones are often placed ornamentally on interior walls, floors, or the facade of the building. They used to be significant, both structurally and symbolically, containing not only information about the structure, but also providing a reference point for all other stones that were used in the foundation of the build.